It is time. It is time for one of my chit chats here. One of my, which are turning into not so much trying to get weed sober chit chats. It's just a chit chat. That's all it is. But I am 20 days sober from all drugs because I have taken in the last 4 years all kinds of drugs, really. But the real kind was weed, antidepressants, prescribed and unprescribed, taking Adderall, Concertas, Ritalin, Xanax, Ativans, and some benzos, which I don't even know what they were because I was getting them on the street. So I was taking all that, and I'm just saying that out there because I'm cleaning out my phone and I'm cold. I'm cleaning out my phone and I'm obviously reliving some of the moments as I see the old pictures of me, see old dates on the phone. So I'm like, oh, well, look at that. I was high on that during that time. I was probably stoned in that picture. Or how did I end up doing those days? So messed up. Oh God. And you know what? I was really busy. I was so busy. I had a very busy job, 50 hours a week minimum. Kids, my wife was pregnant. We were moving. I was so busy. I was still going to school, university, part time at night, studying for that. I had my snow removal sideline, just crazy. And you know what? I burnt myself out. That's exactly what happened. I burnt myself out. And in 2023, I freaked out, went on leave of absence, switched jobs. I couldn't do it anymore. Never was able to recuperate. Never was able to get busy like that again. I never been able to do it since 2023 to get like busy like I was, like going to school part time, running a small business, working 50, 60 hours a week, training for triathlons, my marathons. I was so busy. Having kids, it was nuts, just nuts. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how. And I was sober until end of 2021. So I had a crazy run like that. I had like a I had a 10-year run of just being super busy all the time, living, dieting. I mean, everything. Just it was perfection. It was what I wanted to be. So I guess it wasn't too hard, but it's crazy. I'm looking at the pictures. I'm like, there's no way I'd be able to do the same job, which was in construction as a project manager. There's no freaking way I'd be able to do that. I'm looking at my old pictures. I'm like, how the hell did I put up with those days? You start at like, if you got there at 6 in the morning, you'd already be late. You'd already be late. You'd be stumbling to get started. You'd have the meeting, security meeting to get ready for, and by 6:30, the job starts. I mean, you got to be go. You got to know exactly what to do. And I struggle with that. I struggled with that for 2 years, and I just never was able to do it. I just never got really that good. It was too quick. I didn't have enough time to get ready. Um, Obviously, that caused me to smoke weed. That's what happened. I was unhappy with my performance. I was like, you know what? Screw this. Let's just collect the paycheck and smoke weed. And that's what I did from 2021. 2021 was okay. 2022, I collected the paycheck, but I decided to do Adderall to wake me up in the morning, and Concertas and Ritalins to get me going. And it did, and it worked. And in 2022 was a huge year, huge year. And in 2023, I crashed and burned, and I have been rebuilding since then, trying to quit weed, which I think that's the problem. But the problem is, weed is really, really too easy to get. Like I can go tonight. I was thinking about it straight up tonight. 20 days sober. I say I can't do it. I'm saying straight up to this camera right now, I can't do it. How long can I go? I don't want to go long. I want to smoke weed, you know, but I can't because the consequences are horrible. They're just every single time it's the same thing. Bad relationship with the girlfriend for some reason. I isolate myself. She doesn't like it, so I can't just pretend to be like, you know. I just get addicted. I just get completely addicted. I can't do one joint. I can't do one drink of alcohol. At least alcohol I can binge drink and then not drink for another 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, a year maybe sometimes. But weed, not a chance. Not a freaking chance. Weed, I'll smoke one joint and I'll get super high and I'll say to myself, okay, you smoked once, you're going to quit again tomorrow. You're going to go back to day one again tomorrow. And tomorrow comes and I'm like, this sucks. I'm not feeling good, whatever. It is horrible. It's not the getting high that I don't like. I like the high, obviously. It's the aftermath. Ugh. I've been sleeping bad lately. So day 20, I'm not feeling that much better. Um I was so freaking irritable tonight. So bad. I wanted so badly for the night to be over. Oh god, it was but whatever, I have experience now with quitting and feeling like this, so it is what it is. And gave the kids a bath, played some mini hockey in the basement, um, read a part of a book, because when I start reading books, I have three young kids. They're crazy. They're three young boys. They're just nuts when I start reading books. So they're not quiet. So it doesn't last long. Um, yeah, I'm just thinking about the night. How it wasn't difficult. I don't have a difficult life. It's just annoying. It's just annoying, really. Like, I'm not worried about money. I'm not worried about anything. People are starting to contact me for my lawn care service, but I'm obviously not ready to get back into that. We are February 11th, 12th tomorrow. What does it say on my calendar? Oh, I had to contact somebody the 12th for my business. I'll do it. I'll just send them a quote. I don't care about my prices. If they don't want to take me because I'm too expensive, then they'll go somewhere else. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not out there to. It's a sideline. It's a sideline. I already have a job. If they don't like it, I'll just do overtime at my job, and I'm gonna keep my job. I was thinking of quitting, but there's no way in chance I would. I'm ready. I'm so mentally weak, really. I am, but I'm not, but I am. Like, it would take nothing for me to go smoke a joint. Absolutely nothing. If I smoke a joint, it's misery. I do not return calls in my business. I'll show up to work, normal work. That's fine. I can do that. No problem. No problem. But um, that's about it. I would do. That's all I would do. And I was looking at photos. I was going to school. I was doing marathons, triathlons. I was raising my kids. I was working 50 hours a week. I was also fixing my machines for snow removal. I was um, tuning up snow blowers and fixing them and buying parts and going to get parts. In 2021, I remember I bought a trailer. I pinned it to a truck. I did so many crazy. Did I see my kids? I wasn't even feeling bad about not seeing them. And in 2021, I started the snow removal business, but I remember smoking weed. It was about September 20th that I started, I think, smoking weed. I think September 17th was the exact day, because I saw some old photos and my old friend was in the photo, um, was in the background. I heard his voice. the friend who gave me weed. So it was like September 6th, 17th. I filmed something and he was talking, and um, so that sparked the date in my head. I don't think I smoked the joint right away. I don't think so. I think I don't. I wasn't a fiend like that. I had it. I got my first joint in 2021 after 11 years of sobriety. 11 years of sobriety. I put it aside. I hid it. I think, if I remember correctly, I hid it, and I just left it there. I didn't really need to smoke. I wasn't thinking about it. I just decided to go out one night. There was no trigger. There was no nothing. I just decided to go out one night on my bike ride, to go on a bike ride and enjoy it. And that's what I did. And I enjoyed it so much that I decided to that I was going to smoke it again at some point. I decided I was reintroducing it into my life at that point, and I don't remember the exact date, but think I don't think I smoked alone for another while. I was going to university and I had exams and I had to study, so I was, I wasn't addicted at that point. I wasn't, but I knew I wanted to smoke again. Like the path was cleared. It was cleared and was ready for me to walk on. And the next time I smoked was I even went with that same friend, that same stoner friend. He started working for me in snow removal in end of 2021, and we went out on our first night of snow removal, and we didn't smoke. We didn't. I just shoveled, and that was it. But I had a panic attack that day. I took too much pre workout, and I took. I was panicking. I was panicking because I was supposed to be at work, and I was not doing my sideline, and I was using the work truck, and I was panicking because I I I got like caught a bit, But I was just starting up too, and I had customers, and it was a bad snow event. It was very heavy, wet snow, and it was a bad snow event. It was a bad night, so that was a freak out, complete freak out. And the next time we went to snow removal, maybe 2 weeks later, we hooked up again. It was a beautiful night. Snow was light and brisky, super easy snow to work with. Beautiful night. My back was hurting. I had COVID like 3 days before. And I said to my buddy, man, let's smoke a fucking joint and do this snow removal. And we smoked, and we smoked. My COVID was gone. My back pain was gone, and I was loving it. And that was it. It took twice. That second time, that was it. That was it. I smoked every single time while doing snow removal, smoking profusely every single time it snowed. In that winter from 21 to 22, I smoked weed uh, every time it snowed. And I think I started smoking weed uh, every night and pretty much every day. I pretty much remember that. And I got onto the Adderalls in April, May because it was getting too hard to do anything. So those are the memories I'm kind of reliving today because I'm going through my phone and um, cleaning out the closet, I guess. So kind of, a little bit of nostalgia there. Um, trying to move on, but trying to understand the past too. But the past has been. I have talked about my past so much. It is sickening. I'm sick of it. Completely, utterly sick of it. I don't want to think about it anymore. I don't want to feel bad about it anymore. Mistakes were made. I'm embarrassed about things, but the main thing is I just have to stay sober. If I can do that, I can get my life back on track, my positivity back on track. I mean, I think about my past because I was so busy now, and I had it, I had it going, on. I was doing really well, so um, that's why I, I kind of want to go back to that mind state, but going back, and I hear people say it all the time on YouTube. I want to be like I was. I want to be like I was back in the day. That's impossible. You'll be your new you constantly. Every day is a constant new you. It's you at the moment that counts. It's you can never go back. At least I'm convincing myself that now. You can't go back in past behaviors. You gotta always look forward and drive forward. But I'm feeling down, like totally. Sleep irritability. I was gone for a few days. I didn't have anything. I was just feeling neutral. But it's back. It's back. Maybe because the the weed cloud is gone and the real world is coming back, and that sucks. But I stayed sober today. You know that's what counts. It's still one day at a time, and that's what's a little bit hard to swallow because I'd figured to be more. I don't know what I figured to be. I don't know. I have no clue what I figured to be. No clue. Just I figured to be what all of a sudden magically, you know, have superpowers or feel like a superhuman. Like what am I expecting? Um, I just didn't sleep well last night too. That was something. We went to the spa today, which was absolutely amazing. Went to a spa. There was hot tub saunas. It was absolutely amazing. But I took a nap after. A nap probably was a mistake because I didn't really feel good when I woke up. I should have just stayed awake, but I really didn't sleep the night before. I slept 4 hours. I was tossing and turning. Felt awful. Felt pretty bad. So So that's why I said I have to take a nap, otherwise I'll be irritable. But look at me. It still comes. It still came around, and those old memories and the photos were I guess I would made a little bit of confidence. Gave me a little bit of confidence because I for what I'm doing now, which is bus driving, which is super easy. So maybe that's what I needed. I needed something a little bit easier. Just that it barely pays the bills. I mean, I'm barely getting by financially. I'm getting by, but living poor. That's 100% the truth. I'm avoiding to buy anything that I don't need. I'm saying need. If anything I do need or I want, I have to work overtime or my small business lawn care to get it. Otherwise, impossible. It would be impossible, or I have to go into savings. So it's living poor. It's living poor, and I'm accepting it right now because I'm trying to quit weed properly. But I don't think I'll be able to quit weed properly and just think about it all the time. I think it just have to move on with my life and do other things and concentrate on other things, which is what I need to do. It's absolutely what I need to do. Oh gosh. Um, yeah, tomorrow I got to study at least 1 hour on my pesticide permit. I need to get the permit, the proper permit for pesticide applications, so I can buy locally. Now I've been buying from the U.S. and I have to buy locally, but I need a special permit for that in this province. So I gotta do that. I have to do that. I got the access to the stuff yesterday. Today, because we fricked around and went to the spa, I didn't have time to get that started. But tomorrow I do have an hour. I'm putting aside 1 hour every day to do that. Hopefully by end of February I will be good. I don't think it'll take more than 24 hours of studying there. Okay, well, that's it. I'm gonna do a short just to keep update to people who watch those shorts. And if anyone watches these long videos, well, thanks for listening. It always feels better to talk. Always feels, um, better to get it out there. Even if people do, well, people comment nice things. I don't have anything. There's a few negative comments, but it's to be expected. But I am doing it. I am doing it. I'm tired, but when I go to sleep, I just do not sleep. That's what's happening now after 20 days of sobriety. 19. Is it? No, it's 20 today. Yeah, it's 20. Oh, nice. I like that. Anyways, things do not change much between day 20 and day 35. I remember clearly. Um, Things don't change that much. It's all up to me, really, in my mind state as to how I'm going to change. There's no outside sources that will help me more than I can help myself. So I'm gonna try to do what I can.